In the Gospel just read, this third week of the Lenten season, we are Lenten season, Easter season. We are the Easter season, our celebration of the risen Lord, the resurrection. Here, when we are told, "Take my flesh to eat," I think at the very outset that sounds undesirable. I don't know with you. When someone tells you, "I have given you this tastes good, and this is my flesh." When you hear it the first time, that is undesirable. I don't know if it sounds good. It is not. Because that is what faith is. Not at all times that it sounds good. But when does it sound good to us? When we have this. Listen. Everyone who listens to my Father and learns from him comes to me. Large part of believing must be listening. And we do not do that often. Even when those times we say we're praying, many times you're not listening. Try to recall those times you claim you're praying. You go to Mass on Sundays, are you listening? When you light candles for prayers, are you truly listening? When you pray the rosary and read novena prayers and votive prayers, ask yourself if you are truly listening. How much of those times we claim we are praying that we could spend time listening? Not much, I tell you. We should claim that. We should admit that many times we pray, we fail to listen. Because in those times we say we are praying, I don't know if you disagree with this. Many times, we are not praying to God. We are praying to ourselves. This is my want, this is my desire, this is my wish. Please grant this to me soon, tomorrow, next day. Many times, you're not listening to God. And we are not even talking to God. We are only addressing ourselves. That's why it's not easy to hear this invitation. Take my flesh, eat. That's not easy. We could only understand it fully if we listen. These days, election is here already. It's getting closer. There is much noise. I don't know how possible listening is. You could tell that. I don't know if you could truly listen. There's not much space for listening. There is much noise around us. Learn to carve a space. Learn to listen. So as we continue this Eucharistic celebration, as you cast your vote this election, I don't know, please stop believing that the next president to be seated will change everything. Please stop that. It does not happen. You are in for the greatest frustration of your life when you believe that the next president seated will change everything. It does not happen. But what we are trying to change now is change the way we vote. Listen to God. It does not happen often that in our options, decisions, we listen to God. This time, let us change the way we vote. The next time, this election when you vote, make it your prayer. When you cast your ballot, after writing those choices, hold your ballot close to your heart and tell the Lord, "Lord, this is my choice. I am answerable for this, now and in the last judgment." Be sincere, be honest. Let us keep the highest respect for the choices of everybody. We cannot be having the same choices. Let us have our highest respect. Let us own our votes and be responsible. we could change the way we vote. In what change? Have a space for God. Listen. Listen to God. I want to end with this. I hear it many times from the late Cardinal Vidal. In his being cardinal and bishop for a long time, but only once was he able to join the votation of a pope, because cardinals vote for the pope. So only once was he able to join. During the papacy or the election, when Pope Benedict was elected pope. And the late Cardinal Vidal loved to tell this story all over and over again. And when he tells you this story, as if he tells you the first time, he loves to say about the experience. But you know, one thing stands out, that he will say it with emphasis, is when the moment they cast their votes. When the cardinals are gathered in the Sistine Chapel, in the St. Peter's Basilica, there's a Sistine Chapel, and then that chapel, there is a big painting of the Last Judgment. And then each cardinal will cast their vote, put their vote on a platter before the painting of the Last Judgment. And then when they put their votes, they say to themselves, "My God, I am answerable to you when the Last Judgment comes. This is my vote." Let us do the same this coming election. Let us own our votes. Whatever this vote is, let us say to God, "My God, this is my vote, and this is my prayer. I am answerable for this to you here and in the Last Judgment."